Today I'm going to be working with some shells that I found on my vacation in Florida. I am from Florida, but I like the Tampa area, and then I visited my daughter down in Miami. I got this is called a pen shell, P-E-N shell, and I liked it because when you open it up, it had this unique heart shape, but as I opened it, it broke, so I am just using some UV resin to kind of put it back together. That's the back side, which as I finish it off, I will coat it in resin, all UV, so that, you know, it will preserve. I did bleach all of my shells and everything I'm going to use ahead of time, dried them out in the sun so they didn't have an odor. And so this is the backs. That was the back side. This is the front side. So I will just work on just ensuring that the seam doesn't break. Obviously it's going to be breakable, but not as much if I use a little bit of resin down the middle. I'm just about out of this resin, so I'm about to open another bottle. Dang it. Got some resin on my pants. All my clothes have resin on it, actually. But anyway, so I'm just gonna let that sit for a few minutes. I'm gonna open another one. With UV resin, it cures in a matter of 1 to 3 minutes, really. Sometimes a little bit bigger pieces, it'd take around 5, but mostly within a minute. Seconds, really. That's why you have to turn off the light while you're getting it set and then turn it back on, because if you leave the light on while you're pouring, it's gonna almost immediately set. But with this particular thing that I'm doing, that's fine, because I'm wanting that seam to set immediately before it pours. So, and the black bottles are so that the light doesn't harden it inside. So as that hardens, I'm gonna get ready for what I'm gonna put inside. I thought it would make a really good little dish with some ocean shells in the middle, kind of like when how you find it on the ocean. The beach that I was on was in the Treasure Island area, and it had some really interesting shells and a lot of neat things to look at in the ocean. Some of them was like some coral and some other items, but I had to bring back what I thought could dry out and work best in my pieces. So I'm just kind of setting it how I think I might want it to look, trying to keep all of it kind of down here at the bottom. I will put a few little shells of interest in it. I may go do a couple of layers, like do this layer first, just kind of the base, and then add some more on top. You know, ocean themed things are very popular in the resin world. A lot of people like buying things that have to do with the ocean or Florida or what have you. So, all right, so kind of randomly put the pieces in. I'm gonna lay some down. As you see, my light's off, because if not, it would just be already setting. And I may go back with some regular resin to coat everything. We'll see how this turns out, though, because I've not done a shell inside a shell before, which just makes it a little more unique. But you get to see the unedited struggle and see how it can turn out, how it's going to turn out. I'm getting ready for a few markets coming up, so I thought I would have some interesting things available, different kind of things available that are a little bit unique, something you can't buy at the store. Definitely can't buy this at the store. But let's see how it goes. It's already feeling like it's gonna stay or stick. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my first round of lights for a couple of minutes just to kind of get what's there already kind of set. And when you're using UV, you have to really like do it in layers, because that bottom layer, especially when you've got a dark side like this, you can't really get it from the other side sealed or cured. So you have to definitely, you know, do it in layers. So that'll be my first layer. It's already starting to harden, as you can see. And literally, you know, I can tell what's set and what didn't, obviously, when I lift it. So I'll go in with a little bit more. And yes, I have to hurry if I'm just coating the top with the light still on. Didn't want to mess up the other stuff curing. All right, while that's curing, I'm going to come up here and I'm going to use my finger quickly and just kind of coat the top. Those barnacles, I think, are unique. I cleaned off all the bigger ones already, but these little small barnacles I think are really interesting, and want to preserve those to stay on. So there's that. And what I'm gonna do, now they're not gonna be able to bend it the way originally they had, so it would have to definitely be just a piece that would be out for a decoration. I don't know, we could do something else with it too, maybe add a hanger to it. But I had a couple of nice little shells that I found as well. I'm trying to decide where I want to put it. Do I want to stick it down there, or maybe up in here, or, you know, that's the thing. You don't really want to cover up what you already have, but at the same time, I don't know. Let me see what else I got here. That might be a good one. Maybe that tall one's not the one for this piece. Maybe another one over here. Or maybe I'm just gonna leave it, like not use those and just leave it like it is. I've got quite a bit of these shells that I brought back, so I may leave this one like this and then try some bigger ones in it. I may do a little bit more of a layer. Let me turn off the light for a minute because I want to get my layer just right of some more sand down here. Also thinking about maybe doing like the ocean colors up here, but at the same time, I don't know if I want to lose this coloring. But maybe I could do a little bit like it's foam from the ocean. I could show you how I could do that real quick. And I'm thinking on it like it's washed up on a shore. This is my my resin that I make waves with. So we can give that a shot. Just a little bit. Let me turn that light out. See, I almost messed up. Oh, still going. Okay, because once I put this in that container with the light on, it's there and it ain't going nowhere, or isn't going anywhere if we want to use better grammar, but it ain't going nowhere. All right, so I'm gonna give it a little try. Maybe. I hope I'm not messing this up by doing this, but you know what? We're just gonna call it, if it messed up, a happy mistake, and move on. I can make some more differently, you know. All right. Oh, gotta make sure that's out of the way so it doesn't cure with what's left, because I can make more. All right, now I'm gonna add some more resin this way. I'll show you a little technique. I have to go out and get my heat gun to make this work right. So I will fast forward. I'm gonna go out and get my heat gun, but I will fast forward through the weight. So you won't have to just sit there and stare at it. Okay, I'm back. Plug in my heat gun here. Stay. All right. And as it dries, the heat will push it up. It looks a little wavy, and I can turn it around and push it on to the rocks. So it looks like that the ocean, you know, kind of pushed the water through it. Alright. So that's one step. I'm not going to cure it yet. Remember, I used the UV resin, so it's not going to dry until I cure it. Because when I was out there, I decided to go and get a little bit of just the resin pigment color, the dye. And I'm going to mix a little bit and maybe make some light blue with it. Just a touch. Since we're going ahead and coloring this one and not leaving that, we're going to make it look like an ocean. And taking inspiration from both the Miami Beach and also the one over on Tampa side. Tampa side has darker, but Miami area has the most beautiful, beautiful water that's blue and that teal color with it. It's just gorgeous. So I am gonna add a little bit of both in there because just a little nod to them both beaches. All right, let's add a little more blue. Still give me that teal color, but we will fix that. I got you. Let's add that blue. Now it's made it, the dye's made it definitely wetter, which is kind of what we need for this desired effect. Oh, that's my trash can. All right. Activate it. And push it along. Turn it on, see if we can get it to start to thicken. Okay. Well, let's try adding a little more resin to it so it's more liquidy. Yeah, it's definitely starting to harden. I want to get some out this way. Yep, I can feel it hardening up. Just have to kind of do it in layers. This is actually ended up using a lot of UV resin. It's kind of cool because some of the dye didn't cure with it, so it gives it, but the top is cured because I just put the resin on it, so you can actually see like movement underneath. So I mean, I'll definitely have to fix that hole because we can't have that, but neat. Definitely something different and I've never done before, so. All right, I'll just do a few more touch-ups. I will finish it with some UV resin on the back, one more light coat, and then I'll go through and I'll fix that. In fact, I'll do that right now so we can get that done. And that's about it. Thanks for watching.